What's up, creators? Welcome back to the Travel Creator Podcast. I am happy to be in your ears, in your car, in your speaker. How cool is that? In this episode, we're getting into the tools travel creators need to monetize their content in 2026. Let's get you paid. Okay, so I have to be upfront about something because if I don't, I'm going to feel like I'm contributing to a problem that I genuinely care about solving here for a second. All right, so the number one thing I see travel creators do when they decide they want to make more money is post more content or research more tools. People spend hours comparing different platforms. They watch YouTube videos about the perfect setup. I'm guilty of this. This is also fun for me to do. And maybe you too have done this or have built like beautiful systems and then like never use them. I understand this. I get it. Because optimizing your toolkit feels like productivity. It is pseudo working. It is pseudo productivity. It feels like you're moving your business forward. It's safe, it's tangible. There's no like rejection involved in picking the right email platform. The thing I want you to realize is that it's up to you to make the money. You can have all the tools in the world, but if you're not actually using the tools to their capacity or putting in the work, it's just going to be another thing you pay for. So I need you to send the email, to launch the product, to put the offer out there. The tools help you do those things faster and with less friction, but at the end of the day, it's up to you. Okay, all right. Now let's talk tools and get you paid. Okay, if you take nothing else away from this episode, it's going to be about email for a second. I'm so sorry. It is. Your email list is going to be one of the most valuable assets in your creator business. I've said it before. I will always say it again. Social platforms are rented land. Your email list is owned. So if Instagram disappeared tomorrow, you would still be able to reach every single person on your list. You would be able to sell to them. You'd be able to connect to them. You'd be able to grow your business. And you can't say that about any social platform. So the tool I recommend for this is Kit. I've used it with clients. I use it myself. It is built for creators. That is the huge part of why I love Kit, because it's also an e-commerce platform. So it's not just about email sending software. It is actually built for you to sell products, to make automations, to make workflows. It's beautiful. And it has an amazing like tagging, segmenting ability. It also has something called the Creator Network. So if I have a newsletter and you have a newsletter, you could recommend me, I could recommend you, and then we wake up to subscribers, which is really cool. But overall, it's genuinely designed for how creators work. So if you've been putting off starting your newsletter, your email, because you haven't figured out like the perfect setup yet, I just need you to do it. Like done beats perfect every single time, and the same applies here. Okay, let's talk about tools to organize your shit. You are a creator who is managing content, you're managing brand deals, pitches, you're managing deliverables, and it's probably in your inbox or it's in your head. And oh man, that is not what business owners do. Business owners have processes and they have places where things get stored. And for me and for clients, I recommend Airtable for staying organized. It's really cool because it's flexible enough to be whatever you need it to be. So it could be a content calendar, it could be a brand deal tracker, a pitch pipeline, a deals tracker, a guest list for your podcasts. You could even like store affiliate links in there if you need to. It really makes a difference because it allows you to build a business that doesn't feel chaotic and feels like a business. So the free plan is pretty solid, I would say, to start, and you don't need to go too deep on all of the features right away. The other thing I love about Airtable that I use are the forms. So I have like a client onboarding form there. I have links to join my newsletter from there. It's pretty awesome. All right. Obviously, we're going to be using Gmail, obviously. And the reason we're going to pay for Gmail and Google Workspace is because it has all of the things. It has Google Sheets, it has Drive, it has this thing called Google Vids. So I've stopped using Loom. I don't pay for a video recording service because I use something called Google Vids. So if you go into your Gmail and you go to the top right corner and you see that little grid with all the little dots, click on that and you'll see a drop down for like a purple Google Vids thing. If you go there, it does the same stuff as Loom and you have a 10-minute limit. I've never hit the 10-minute limit. I think it's a 10-minute limit, or I don't know. I think it's a 10-minute limit. Anyway, amazing. Cool. I don't need to pay for another thing. Also, why do I need to speak for 10 minutes on something? You know what I mean? So highly recommend checking that out because you're paying for it already if you're using Gmail. Okay, I have to talk about our good friend Threads here for a second. Some of you may have feelings about Threads. I have good, big feelings about Threads. I'm recommending it as a platform to be present on right now, particularly for creators who are building a personal brand, and it's a really low pressure place to share your thoughts and connect. It's amazing. I actually don't even know what to say or how to convey how great Threads is. You can ask questions and get answers from real humans. Pretty freaking cool. It's like Reddit is the people's soapbox. Threads is like the people's corner store market, chitty chatty place. Like it's like where all the locals hang out. Do you know what I mean? It's like the local dive bar of the internet. That's what it is. Threads is the local dive bar of the internet. That's what it is. I'm gonna actually post that on Threads and see how it goes. But the thing is, I tell my clients to use it for market research. So I have a client who is a scuba instructor and she is teaching others how to do scuba and how to travel and do scuba. And she's like, I don't know if people out there are asking about scuba. I was like, all right, let me share my screen. And I opened up Threads and we did a little searching on Threads. Boom, there's all the scuba folk asking questions that she has the credibility to answer. So it's a fabulous market research place to figure out what are people actually asking, what are their problems around my specific topic. I need you to get on Threads. I need you to. Now we get to enter the tough love part of this episode, and I promise we come back to this. Here we are. We're here now. Are you sat? Are you at a red light? Here we go. I want you to think about what you actually did last week in your creator business. Did you think about it? Okay, yeah. How much of that time was spent on revenue generating activities? Things like pitching brands, emailing your list, voice messaging, warm leads. How much of that time was spent there? And how much time was spent on everything else? So like reorganizing your content calendar, scrolling for research, tweaking your website, figuring out what scheduling tool to use. I am not saying that those things are not important. Those things are very important. But if your goal is to increase revenue, then I need you to do revenue increasing tasks. It's very boring, but boring builds businesses. That's why as creative people, we start doing a whole bunch of new things every single week because it's incredibly boring to build a business because all it is doing the same thing over and over, figuring out what works, doing that over and over and over. And it's not fun. Like on paper, that's not fun. It doesn't feel fun. And so I need you to commit to the bit here. And I need you to understand that the tools are only going to work if you work for and with the tools. Oh, man. So just keep in mind, are you doing productive procrastination on things you really need to be doing? That keeps a lot of creators stuck in their same little bubble. And the creators who are moving beyond that, who are making recurring revenue, are the ones who are not the ones with the most sophisticated tech. Let me paint you a picture. I have a 35-cent notebook from the store that I take notes in for my client with 1.7 million followers and a lot of people on our email list. And we write down the strategies and everything that's going on in this wide ruled notebook from middle school. It's not the tools that are the most important thing. That's what works for me. That works for me and my brain. So I need you to figure out what tool is working for you in your brain. And don't just go and download, Kit because I tell you to. I really think you should. But if it's not going to work for you, don't do it. So it's not the creators with the most beautiful, sophisticated tech. It is the creators who are successful are the ones who show up and make the offers and do the revenue generating tasks and work even when they don't want to. So as you walk away from this episode, I want you to think about, what can I do this week or next that is actually revenue generating? And I don't mean like immediately quick win, I'm going to actually get cash from this. Can you go book a meeting with someone? Can you go get a conversation going in the DMs about a specific topic, about a service, a product, or whatever you have to offer? That is going to go miles ahead of any content you could create, any tool you could research, any profile you could set up. This is part of the reason why I created my own community, the Travel Creator Business Plan, because we're not talking about tasks that aren't generating you revenue. We are specifically looking at strategies and things you can implement right now to move the needle further ahead, which is the goal, to make you more money. The link is always down in the show notes for you to come trial the community for 7 days. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna love all of the resources that are in there. You can check it out, join it, and meet other creators who are building their businesses as well. Until then, happy creating, and I will see you next week. Just a reminder that you became a travel creator to travel, not to spend 12 hours in a cafe in Croatia, hunched over your laptop in total shrimp mode, wondering if your latest post is actually going to hit. Knowing how to create good content and knowing how to run a content creation business are two completely different skills, and absolutely nobody is talking about it. Well, except me. The Travel Creator Business Plan is the only business building community in the world for travel creators who want to move into business mode and not chase the next shot mode. Every month, you get one brand new business system delivered straight to the community. You also get monthly co-working sessions and Q&A sessions, as well as a private community of other travel creators who are building real businesses. Courtney, one of our members, says, "You achieved more with me in 4 to 6 weeks than I did in 6 months with other programs. You gave me permission to chase not only what lights me up, but a business roadmap that matches my goals, not some cookie cutter process." And Courtney, I love having you in there. So if you are a travel creator who is done learning how to be a creator and ready to learn how to be a business owner, the Travel Creator Business Plan is for you. I'd love to see you inside, and I will leave a link to join us below in the show notes.
This podcast was produced by Your Girl Media.